Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Friday, January the 12th, 2018. And today, in our Tech News Update, we have AMD that is releasing its fix for the Spectre bug. You know, AMD is not really affected by the Meltdown problem, but it is affected by the second flaw, which is the Spectre bug. And so it has now released a fix for the microcode or for the firmware. Now, of course, for the most part and for most people, this will come through your manufacturer's update, like a BIOS update or a UEFI, a firmware update. So this is the major problem because a lot of people will maybe never see the fix, but it is the best fix possible because the one that is related to the CPU itself, of course, is what you want. Talking about that, Intel fix for Meltdown and Spectre has its own bug. It seems that older machines are constantly restarting. So, of course, Intel has halted the delivery of the updates, and it's working on a fix. But, you know, I think when you have such a huge issue, maybe you should be careful about, you know, what's going to happen when you issue a fix for it, because it's already complex. YouTube is going to assign 10,000, yep, 10,000 employees that will actually have the task of manually checking the content of its most popular YouTube channels. It wants to really make sure that when somebody posts something that you can actually have ads next to it, and that, of course, the most popular YouTubers have their own ad network, which is much more interesting money-wise. So that seems that these people will have manual checks of their new videos every time they post. Dropbox is about to become public. It is basically going to go to the stock market, and right now, as it's preparing for that, its net value, its estimated net value, is at $10 billion. Pretty interesting. And it's funny because Steve Jobs had kind of, you know, played down this Dropbox service, saying that it was more of a feature than a service or anything, which was kind of funny. But hey, it's a $10 billion service. So you get an iPhone 6 and you want to have the battery upgraded so that your phone comes back to full speed. Well, it seems that it's so popular, the upgrade program at 29 bucks, that Apple ran out of batteries. So it won't be until the month of March until they have new batteries that they can actually change in your iPhone 6. So if you haven't done so already, you're going to have to wait a little longer. The European Union wants to have the world's fastest supercomputer by the year 2023, and it has set aside for this 1 billion euros. So they're getting serious, and they say that they want to have the top supercomputer in the world. So it's eating up. You know, the United States wants to have the best. China is working hard to have, of course, really good ones, and they are number one right now too. Japan, European Union. It's kind of interesting. It's the supercomputer race, basically. Meltdown and Spectre. We learned that Intel knew for 7 months of this flaw, security flaw. And apparently for 7 months it was just sitting there and doing nothing about it, which is kind of crazy. So of course it was leaked, and then all the world knew about it, and now Intel is in hot water. And of course, due to the handling and the time that it took, well, there's a lot of class action lawsuits going on. Even here in Canada, I received a friend of mine sent me kind of a link saying, hey, if you want to be in there, you gotta, you know, go and write your name. So, which I did, of course. So, anyways, if you have a class action lawsuit in your country or your respective area, why not, you know, write your name down if you've got an Intel CPU, and maybe share part of the cash. A new insider preview, build 17074, with tons of features is now available. It was released yesterday, late in the day. For those that saw my funny video of me being outside downtown Montreal, just posting a little update about this happening. I will have my review coming up late today because I have a live show at 3 p.m. I don't want to rush things. I want to, go around, play with it a little bit before I issue my official, update to this review of it. So look for that probably, I'd say Eastern time here, somewhere around 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern. So for those that are in Europe, we'll probably see it tomorrow. But I will post my review today. I am using it right now and checking out the new details and the new features. Facebook is updating its news feed so that it actually reflects a little more the reality of what you want to see and not annoy you with all sorts of things that you never really wanted to see. But is it really a good change, and is it maybe too little too late? We've been annoyed. I mean, Facebook has so many annoying things in its Facebook feed that you're like, yeah, this is boring. I don't know. And finally, if you have a Windows 10 machine that was on the Creators Update, well, Fall Creators Update is open to everybody now, and it should show up in your Windows updates. And by the way, I will do a separate video, 2 separate videos for this, because I will show everybody that it's available. But I will also do a video for those that kind of don't want it right now, how you can actually defer this update and maybe wait a little bit before you do install it. I will show both possibilities. So these videos are coming up in the next hour or so. So this was the Tech News Update for Friday, January 12th, 2018. You enjoy our videos? Please subscribe, give us thumbs up, and thank you so much for following us on this channel.